Hi everyone. I wanted to make this video about customization inside MindTap. As I'm sure all of you know already, and if you don't, MindTap is incredibly customizable. That's one of the best features of MindTap is that we provide a wonderful course kind of out of the box for you and for your students, but you can really change any of it that you like and bring in any of your own flair, organize anything that you like, really customize almost anything about MindTap, and I wanted to show you how to do that. So the first thing that we'll do up here at the top, this is the unit view that we're looking at, and you'll notice that as I hover over any of these units, or really inside of any of these chapters, even any item, you see this pencil and this right here, okay? And so what this circle with the line through means, as you can see from me hovering over it, it means hide. Perhaps that's an item that you don't want your students to see, so it's hidden from students. So you can click any of these to hide any content that you might have. You can also, by clicking this pencil, make some changes to some items. Now, depending on the item that you're clicking on, you'll have different options. So for this one, this is a reading of an ebook. So there's not a ton I can do here. I can change the title. How about awesome learning objectives? Okay, perfect. I could also maybe make it available only on a certain day. Maybe if you want to hide it, but only until a certain day. And then maybe I want to make it I want my students to read it by the 21st, okay? And then I could even change the order of it as well. Not only within where it is right now, within the chapter, but I could also add it to any other chapter or really anywhere, any other section or any other chapter that I like, which is pretty neat. Okay, so that's pretty neat. So again, on each one of these, you'll see this pencil. On these activities here, if you click the pencil, you'll be able to change a little bit more. You'll see this option here that says Edit Options, and you can also write a little description if you want. One will be populated for you, but you can change it if you like. You, as I mentioned, can also change the due dates and available dates here by clicking on the empty box, okay? And you can also change the location inside the section or anywhere, and then just click Save. But under the Edit Options button, you can make a couple changes. Now, depending on what the activity is will depend on what kind of options you can change. In this one, it's an Apply assignment, and I've done an Apply video earlier, so there are not quite as many things that we can change in an Apply assignment. In this case, we can change the title. We can make it counts towards grade, which it already is, or by unclicking it, we could make it practice. We could make it timed, and then I would have to choose the minutes. Or we could change the type. Okay, and then just click Save. And then you want to click Save down here as well to change those options. Additionally, you'll notice that there is a plus up here as well. And it's inside of each chapter and also at the unit or chapter view up here. You'll see this plus. And so this is where we can start to bring in some additional content. So we can add a folder if you like. Call it Great Stuff. Oh, it looks like I accidentally put it at the bottom. So why don't I click the pencil here, and I'm actually going to change the order. Instead of it being at the bottom where its current position is, I'm going to put it all the way here at the top. Okay. Oh, here it is. Great. And now inside this folder, as you can see, it's closed. Now it's open. Maybe I'd like to add a unit. Some even better stuff coming soon, perhaps. I could choose a due date or start date and end date, and again, I could choose a location. But because I'm in the unit view here, it wants to ask where among the other units I want to put it. But I actually want to put it inside the Great Stuff folder. So that's where I'm going to choose, inside of the Great Stuff folder. And I did it by choosing this Add a Location here. Oh, here we go. So here's the unit inside the folder. Okay. Now let's say I want to add some additional activities because there's nothing in here. I could add an activity. And whenever I choose add an activity, I get a whole list of different items. Now, each MindTap is going to be a little bit different, okay? But in this one, I could add a flashcard, although they're already located over here. I could add some flashcards, RSS feeds, a YouTube video. If you've created a test in the See Now application, you could choose this to add the test. You could add an Apply assignment, a web link, maybe a non-MindTap activity. These are LAMS activities, and they are organized differently. I'm in a political science MindTap right now, so if I wanted to add any type of polling or voting in class, those types of things, that's what I would choose. Or if I wanted to add my own content, I could choose that as well. And I can really add any of these items anywhere that I like. I can add them, again, in this unit view or inside each chapter here. Again, I would just choose the plus and come down to add activity. So why don't we use an example here? We'll come down to elections and campaigns, okay? And so we're kind of on the edge of campaign season right now. So let's say as my students are doing some of these activities, maybe I want them to watch a YouTube video. So we'll come down to add activity. Okay, I'll come down to YouTube. Okay, who's the hottest name in elections right now? How about Donald Trump? Okay, so these are the videos that YouTube has pulled for me. Okay, if I want to preview it, I can choose it here. Okay. And then if I want to add it, I can choose it here. Now, some of these are a little long, so I'll choose this one. It's only 16 minutes. And I'll click Continue. How about watch this guy? And I can insert text before and after the video as well. Let's talk more about this in class tomorrow. Again, it's going to ask me where I'd like it. Maybe I want it all the way at the top so students see it. And here it is. And so the cool thing about this video is it's actually going to play inside MindTap here. It's not going to go out to YouTube. And also, there's not going to be any ads. So that's a really attractive point as well. So this is a really, really simple way that I just went out to YouTube, grabbed a video, and put it in here. This is something that many of you probably do already as well. Okay? So being that we're talking about customizing, inside the ebook, we can customize as well. So I already just covered this in my ebook video, but we'll cover it again. So let's say I'm sitting here in the ebook and I want to put something in here, maybe to help my students understand a concept a little bit more. So I could come up here to this plus, and wherever I see one of these orange circles here, I could click it, and I'm going to have a place to add some content. Maybe it's a YouTube video or a homework assignment that I made in the See Now app that we already covered. Or maybe it's just a web link. Maybe I want them to learn a little bit more, and they can go to www.cnn.com. Okay. Find an article about this topic. Write a short essay about why it is important. Okay, oops. Okay, so here we go. So here's my web link, and then this is what I wrote afterwards. And then when I'm done, I can just click off of here. And it looks like it's part of the book. So pretty neat. So again, just to recap, by using the pencil here, we can change the description, the name, the order, and location of any chapter or any item inside that chapter. By clicking the pencil on some of these different activities, we can change whether they are practice, counts towards grade. We can change the due dates, all those types of things. We can also hide anything that we like as well. Okay? Additionally, anywhere that we'd like to bring in outside activity, we can choose this plus from up here. And we can add a folder or an activity, or in some cases, another unit. And we can choose from some activities to bring in. Okay? And this is really important in case you're already putting some of these items in Blackboard or in a couple different places. If you're going to have your students using MindTap pretty regularly, it's really nice to be able to have everything that they need all in one place. That's something that students tell us a lot, is that it's easier for them to learn when everything they need is all in one place. And that's the customizing video.